Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I currently live in beautiful Athens, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Lo.
Hi there, I'm Gina and I'm from Chicago.
It is Sarah. I live in Los Angeles.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I am one part of Realtalk. And the first thing we're supposed to talk about is an interesting fact about ourselves, which I spent too much time trying to think about and couldn't come up with anything. So what I'm going to tell you is that I'm 22 and I have a Justin Bieber bedazzled phone case. This is Bieber on it because I'm quite a dork.
I currently live in Chicago. I'm going to Columbia to get my BA in art and design, which I eventually want to go to grad school to get my master's in art therapy.
One interesting fact about me, I am a PhD student and I teach freshman composition. That's not very interesting, is it?
I'm not sure if this is an interesting fact or not, but this is my first video that I've ever made for the internet. So I feel like I should apologize right now for any verbal pauses or not looking at the camera or really weird faces that my face pulls because I'm nervous, but also I kind of can't help it. My face just does that.
One interesting fact about me is that I am 5'11", which makes me the tallest of the Realtalk girls, and just kind of tall in general.
Let's move on to question 2. Why I'm in fandom is for people. I think that it's really interesting. We can all kind of come together and enjoy things and talk about things and write things together, and I think that's super awesome. There's such a potential for being friends after fandom. Like, I have so many in real life friends that I met through fandom, and I think that's the dopest thing ever. So cool.
Why I'm in fandom? For the friendship. The content is obviously the initial draw and is this the basis, but I stay here for the friendship because if all fandom was looking at pictures and writing some stories but not having any sort of like human interaction, it wouldn't be any fun for me. I would just move on really quickly. So I definitely stay because the friendships I have made transcend fandom and are really valuable to me.
Why I'm in fandom? Oh, that's such a hard question. I'm in fandom because I'm overflowing with things that I love and I just want to talk about with other people. I'm in fandom because it's cool, because fandom is the place I've met the neatest people, including the 4 other ladies that I do this project with.
So the reason that I'm in fandom, I would say, is basically just that I tend to have a lot of feelings about things. Like, you go through life as a fannish person, I think, and you know that feeling when you've just sort of seen something and it's like blown your mind, and then you are just going around to people and you're like, oh my god, this thing, right? And they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess that, like, I watch that thing sometimes, and you're like, no, but this thing. And then I got in fandom and I was like, this thing! And everybody was like, I know! And I was like, yes! Oh, thank God! So that is why. That's why I need fandom, because I need to be understood on the primal level of, oh my God, this thing.
The way that I participate in fandom is, well, I sort of write. I mean, I'm always writing, but I'm not really ever finishing anything, so I publish very little. I'm not really a high output author. I would not consider myself such. Otherwise, I just reblog photos and support other people. I like to just help other people create their stuff. So that's me in fandom.
How I fandom? I write a lot of meta, and since the move of fandom to Tumblr, I reblog a lot of posts and add stupid commentary to them. And I occasionally write drabbles and some experimental kinds of fiction, but not very often. Oh, and I make fan mixes. I love making fan mixes.
After I got my live journal, my fannish activity was pretty quiet. I didn't really participate fannishly. If I had anything that I wanted to write or say or anything, it was always in a locked live journal entry. Even when I was participating with the Yahoo groups, I didn't really reply to threads or anything. I just kind of read them, and if I had opinions, they were said in my head, and that was it. And after I heard What Makes You Beautiful on the radio, I looked One Direction up. I don't remember how, but I somehow came across Sarah's Tumblr, and I couldn't believe that we didn't know each other in fandom because we have so many mutual friends. And that's how I kind of met Kayla and Alex and Lo. I think it's because of those girls that it has become really easy for me to come out of my shell, to not be so shy and to feel comfortable expressing my opinions or writing and actually sharing it with people.
How I fandom is just really positively. I think that everyone should be nice to everyone and that we shouldn't have arguments or drama. We should all just really enjoy ourselves because it's a fun place.
How I fandom, I generally just tend to have feelings wherever most people are having feelings. I write fan fiction. I have written fan fiction for a very long time. I don't tend to be a very high output writer, generally speaking. I'm trying to, improve this somewhat in 1D fandom.
How long have I been in fandom? Fandom as a whole since late December 2009. And I didn't start participating until early 2010.
How long I've been here? I have been in fandom, oh my god, like my whole life. My mom was a Star Trek fan when I was growing up, and we went to conventions and we fandomed all the time. Me personally, I have been in fandom, I guess, since I was young, really young. Since Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that was my first fandom.
How long I've been here is since May. I got into One Direction May, but in fandom in general since 2003, I think.
I've been in fandom since I was 12. I'm 24 now, so I've been in fandom for roughly half of my life.
I've been in fandom since I was about 14, and I'm 29 now, so like half my life has been involving engaging in a fannish experience. So, wow. Major fandoms within that, it's going to be a long list because see above regarding half my life. I started out with the whole WB teen drama thing back when the WB existed. The first fandom that I really wrote in and posted things to the internet in was Roswell. I was also super into Buffy and Dawson's Creek, Angel. I did a little time in Low Trips, and then I got into Harry Potter fandom, which was, I think, after Roswell, my second really, really big fandom. I kind of flirted with the OC and Alias. And then I got into Pop Slash in 2005, which is a ridiculous time to get into Pop Slash because, what even was going on. Although that did set sort of a precedent for boy bands. And after Pop Slash, I got into Bandom. And that was around early 2006, and I was really hardcore in Bandom. Specifically, I wrote a lot about Panic at the Disco for a long time, pretty much until the bitter end. After that, I was kind of burnt out, so I was sort of out of fandom for a while. I was still kind of reading and paying attention to Sherlock and Gossip Girl earlier this year and late last year. Then I got into One Direction. And it's been great. That's definitely the fandom that's really consuming my life now. And I've been writing again, which is nice.
Other fandoms, so Inception, and then now One Direction. And these are the only two fandoms I've really participated in. I've lurked or continue to lurk in Misfits, Hawaii Five-0, some Avengers, some Teen Wolf, and the tiniest fandom to ever exist for Paradise Lost. And I'm only including that as a major fandom because my love for it is major.
Major fandoms. Right now, the life ruiner is known as One Direction, and I'm working on a real serious Nick Grimshaw issue here. I have a total groomers situation going on. Star Trek, obviously, still something I love. Sherlock used to be in Supernatural, but no more. Anything Joss Whedon, I adore. Avengers, comic books.
My major fandoms would be One Direction, Justin Bieber, Teen Wolf, The Vampire Diaries. Previous fandoms would be the OC, Veronica Mars, and Bandom.
The only major fandoms that I've really been in are Harry Potter, Bandom, and now One Direction. I'm really glad that I'm in One Direction fandom, and I'm really glad that I don't feel so shy anymore to talk to people and to make friends. I'm really glad that we're doing this video series because I think it gives us a better opportunity to really talk to more people and to have more people talk to us and to get really good issues and like things that we have so many feelings about, but we don't feel like we can textually render them out into the open.
I hope you guys stay tuned for some of the things we're going to do. Hopefully we can get this off the ground quickly and do videos every week, and we can hang out, and maybe I can rap some Tupac or something and embarrass myself. So, bye!